Hey, hey everyone, how y'all doing? Moon Goddess 777. Please like, subscribe, and share. We have a lot of upcoming events. Please support our organization, Maya Simple of Healing and Unconditional Love. We are in the process of expanding. We are actually, doing some upgrades. The book that I was been talking about is basically complete. We got a book launch party coming. A lot of good stuff. So yep, I've just been so busy, but I still got to make time to, get up here and chat. Um, and it's in the wee hours of the morning. It's been a lot going on, but this is the April the 12th. This is one of the biggest shifts in the last 168 years. It's Jupiter and Neptune is actually going parallel in what is it? Pisces. So this is your day to make your dreams come true, to manifest what you want. This is a big thing. Like it hadn't happened in the last 168 years. We going through a shift. Everything's changing. Out with the old, in with the new. Remember, we've been talking about how the old is gonna be washed away, death, rebirth, spiritual death, transformation, all that good stuff. Um, if you're trying to hold on to the old stuff, it's some old stuff that we need to go back to, but a lot of people ain't with the real old stuff that we need to be doing. They don't went and got with that things that are lies, the falsehood, that Pisces energy of um being able to be in an illusion and deceive. That energy is being completely destroyed and broken down within the chaos, which chaos is not always bad, because even in the chaos and destruction, it has to be destroyed before it can be rebuilt. So a lot of times we think that chaos is bad, but it's a balance to the masculine and feminine energies. It's a balance to the chaos and all that. There's balance, but it has to be destroyed before it can be rebuilt. And death is a part of life. It's the cycle, the spiral, the 360 and everything. That's what's at the very center of the earth, the spiral, the black matter of creation that we come from. That many of us come from, the what we call the great mother. That where we are when we are in the mother's womb. We're with the mother, the great mother. Very powerful, very powerful. I'm grateful to the elements, grateful to water, fire, air, earth, spirit. Ashe, grateful to the great mother, the father, the son, and the daughter. Grateful to the ancestors, grateful to the spirit guides, grateful to the archangels, grateful to the orishas, grateful to the gods and goddesses, grateful to the galaxies, grateful to the zodiacs, grateful to the planets, grateful to the royal cosmic family. But yeah, it's a lot going on. Our bodies are changing. Our DNA, our 12 strand DNA is being activated. Our cellular structure is being reconstructed. Even your body systems and stuff, the way you eat is changing. It's happening to all of us. We're all connected. It's not a time for me, myself, and our energy, or thinking about self. It's we all are connected. What affects one person affects us all, because like I said, it's the energy of Aquarius energy. That's that humanitarian, where we're thinking about the collective. Everybody's coming together. We're all awakening. Some of us are awakened. Like I say, things happen to me. I was born early in the morning, so it's like I go through the stuff before a lot of of others go through it. But we all are connected. We all are awakening. We all are shifting. We all are changing. And as we go through these shifts, that's actually us breaking away layers of the shadow. The shadow self, the things that we were afraid of confronting, looking in the mirror and taking accountability and confronting ourselves. Even I noticed I've changed a lot. I've changed from last week to this week. Things that I used to bother me, or things that matter, it don't matter anymore. I'm like, it's levels to freedom, but I'm like, I'm getting freer and freer and freer. Like, it's all me. It's been me the whole time. and the mindset that I've been thinking in, and that's been like my worst. I've been my own worst enemy. It's no enemy worse than me being an enemy to myself, and there's not a greater friend to me than myself and how I think about things. Perception is everything. You can either look at it, the glass is half full or half empty. Um, I notice like even the way I talk, as far as the way I express myself, it's even, it's levels to that. I'm even changing with that, with being able to being able to actually expand even in communication, being able to expand in my thinking process, being able to expand and balance out in how I multitask. Like I'm able to balance out work and my nonprofit and dealing with, balancing out with family. Oh shoot, I gotta plug this thing up. I didn't even well, if it go dead, heck, I try. I try, honey, I try. I don't even know where it is. Maybe this is it. Cause I got well, this I just have to come back up here. Mm. Oh, I just gotta plug this up. Okay, did it work? Maybe. I guess. Okay. Anyway, sit my butt back down. But anyway, I guess it's just, yeah, it's charging now. Okay, because I got like a few. The other one shouldn't fit. But anyway, like I said, I'm ascending, and we are all ascending. It's not just me, myself, and I, and um, we all are connected. We are the collective and everything. Y'all see my beautiful flowers back here, which I have them all the time. I'm just grateful for everything. I become more grateful for things. Even the little things. I'm just grateful because I'm grateful to people, and I'm appreciative because a lot of times people are doing the best they can with what they have to work with, and sometimes we are not appreciative. And when you are like that, that energy does come back to you. What you put out comes back. I know I'm kind of sensitive when it comes to that. I don't mind doing things for people, but um I have a problem with and I gotta get past to get level up with that too. I have a problem when I do things from my heart, which I try to have the right intentions about anything that I do, and I'm not appreciated, and I feel like somebody is literally trying to take advantage of me when I am balancing those polarities. I have a choice a lot of times to do certain things to people but I don't do it. Like I choose the Mayat's energy, the balance, the balance of the scales, and that's a beautiful thing to be able to be where you are standing in the middle of something and you can see it full circle, but you're making a choice to take to choose higher self, which we have to be balanced and everything. You don't want to be too you want to stay high vibrating, but you don't want to get caught up in the self-righteous thing. You don't want to dive too low into your lower self and your lower desires, that Venus lower energy or whatever. But I have an issue when I'm not appreciated, and I have an issue like when I feel like I'm not respected and people are trying to manipulate me and take advantage of me when I know that I'm in a situation where I've been called to do something and it's a part of my destiny, which my sign is both of my signs, my sun sign and my moon sign is a cardinal sign. So I'm a cardinal sign. That means I start things. I'm a leader. I get it going. I might not necessarily be there for the whole program, but I'm an initiator. I'm a what is a motivator, a moderator. I start things, but I may not necessarily like be there for. I set it up. Like I tell people, well, I'm like a project manager mixed in with a what is it? A person that it's a title that they gave me in school, but I can't think of it. I tell them I'm quality assurance. I make sure everything is in order. And I set up set it up, and then it's a guideline for everybody else to follow. I set up the play, and you know, do the little ins and outs, and make it operate smooth, and then they can just go in and just go from there. I'm the initiator. I'm the leader. I'm the starter. Like I said, I'm a cardinal in my sun and my moon sign, but I don't like it when I'm not insecure at the point. Like, I'm not insecure. I don't have low self-esteem. But I don't mind for people not to really know who I am. I don't really care about if you don't know who I am or not, and you don't know me. I don't care about all that. But I feel like when you never know who you're dealing with, so you really should not ever underestimate anybody, because you never know who you're dealing with. Because some people know how to they know how to be like Mercury. They can be in communication. They can be in all different arenas. They can deal with people that are society would deem as far as like castaways, but they can also deal with people that society would esteem, which is the elite or whatever. They know how to deal with. That's how you're supposed to be. Like I recently was telling a person, I said, I don't understand how a lot of some religions people are say they're following certain deities or whatever, or certain like for instance they say they're following Jesus, but I've seen a lot of those people that's religious don't do what Jesus did. They some of them have been some of the worst people when they were in the Christianity centers, but once they become church members and stuff like that, the way they treat people, it's not nothing like Jesus treated people. So I'm like, who are y'all following? Because it seems to me like from my research and observation, y'all say that y'all following Jesus, but to me, y'all really acting like demons. Like, you really acting like and it be women. I ain't even gonna sit here in front. And I may have used to be like this when I was into religion too. I might have had that energy of being thinking I'm better than the next person because I can fast a few hours longer. And I just, I ain't had sex in 1,000 years, and I ain't fornicating or shacking up or drinking or smoking or prostituting. I got a husband, and I go to church every Sunday and Wednesday night Bible study, and I'm wearing these little dresses and stuff like that, and I'm praying all these holy prayers to the Father God, Yahweh, and all that. That ain't gonna cut it. I mean, I've been a real what is a holy roller, Pentecostal holiness. My grandmother was Baptist. We had to wear the gloves, the white, the iron white, the hats, all that. Then we was in the Pentecostal. That is just a form of that's just a show. If your heart ain't right and you don't know how to treat people, like I told somebody recently, you can look down on a prostitute or a person that's out there and using drugs. But if you sitting out here gossiping and backbiting and not doing things with a pure intentions, with a pure heart, you just as bad as that person out there doing all that other stuff that you think is a sin. You sinning too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really like look at people as far as what are they titles and what are they went to school for and how much what kind of car. I look at people based off of their heart, their energy or whatever. I go off of energy pretty much. I've been like that basically. uh, even when I was low vibrating, I'd be moving off of energy a lot of times. Sometimes I didn't listen to my intuition, I didn't listen to the spirit, but I vibe off of energy. What I feel in my spirit and deep, in my soul, I vibe off of that. It is not my problem I'm not trying to make nobody get it. Like I told people, I'm not a follower, I'm a leader. I don't move like everybody else move. I ain't trying to be a part of it. I never was trying to be, even when I was a kid in school, I wasn't trying to be with the popular crowd. I was always trying to be out to myself doing my own thing. I never was that person. And I don't think I ever will be. Now I know sometimes you have to conform for the good of the team. I'm a team player. I don't mind playing, a part of a team, cooperating and making the looking at the good of the whole group, and then making things go smoothly. I don't mind submitting to, authority and different depending on how much I have to throw myself in the trash can to submit now. I mean, I don't mind within reason, because I know it's laws of the land, and you have to work at these places sometimes, and you have to, I have an organization, I have to work with different groups and diversities of people, which is a wonderful thing. We're supposed to be like that. We're not supposed to be so difficult until everywhere we go, we got to be complaining. It's got to be this and that and the third, and there and that ain't nothing never right. But some stuff I just can't. I can't deal with unappreciation, disrespect, and just that religious demonic spirit of self righteousness. And you ain't about shit. Like you done so much shit, and you doing it right now. These people be sinning right now. They take parts of the Bible out that they want to use to make them. They don't even know what that book is. That's a book. That's a that book. That book is a very powerful book. I ain't even gonna throw it away. That book is very powerful, but you better know what you're doing with it, and you better use it right. You better know, because a lot of these preachers and these pastors, I ain't saying all of them, but a lot of these people going around here, it's the blind leading the blind. They don't even know what the Bible means. They don't even know who wrote it. They don't even. They just thinking like, oh, this is what God said. That is a book of a. That book is an astrology book. That's a magic book. That's even some of the songs is a spell book. That's what I knew that when I was in the church. I already knew that. That's a pure spell book. Songs. But it's a lot of I see a lot of toxicity, and it's being washed away. Things are being transformed. It's a rebirth. It's spiritual death, physical death. You can't be holding on to the stuff that's being washed under the current. Like my song, everything is so brand new. I mean, you got if it's something that's bumpy, let it go. It's time for it to crash. It's time for it to be restored. It don't matter if it's a job, if it's a relationship, whatever. Whatever. Let it go. If it's difficult to hold on to, so that's something you need to let go of, because it's something you some new energy trying. You can't get anything new if you got all filled up with the old. Like even in the Bible, it say what did Jesus say? You can't put new wine in an old vessel or it'll burst. You know what I'm saying? So it's time to let it go. I mean, if you stagnant and you doing the same thing for the last 10, 5, 10, 15 years, something is wrong. You got to keep it moving. You got to move around. Stagnation is never good. People change. We don't change from last week to this week with these new energies coming in. All these spiritual shifts we going through. You ain't gonna stay the same. You do not supposed to be not learn nothing. You don't supposed to be reading the same book, talking that same talk that you were talking 10 years ago. You supposed to be done up. It's new information every second. Even our DNA, our cells, cellular makeup is changing. Our body systems are changing. We can't even eat the way we used to eat. We going through so many shifts. If you still holding on to that, well, good luck. I wish you luck, because you're gonna get washed under the current with it. Ain't nothing wrong. Like some of the ancient stuff and old stuff we need to go back to. But a lot of this stuff is in that Piscean energy. It's illusion, it's lies. It's lies that's been told to us, to our parents, to our grandparents, to our great grandparents. All that's being washed away. I mean, if you can't handle the truth, you're gonna be washed away with it. Cause just because I believe something, that don't mean that it's the truth. If it's not fact, if it ain't being able, and some stuff you can only prove through the spirit. Some stuff you know in your spirit. If you ain't got that kind of connection with your higher self, that you know something within you, and it's unshakable to the point where not what man said or nobody else, but you going within, because it's all within. They wrote the Bible watching us. The truth is everything is within you. Everything you need is within you. It's all within. Um, like I said, the person I used to be, I ain't gonna say I was the worst one in the world, but I had a lot of toxic. I put up that toxic mothers. If I hadn't waking up and changed my ways, I'm holding myself accountable. I would have been one. I probably was one for a little while. So if I'm not sugarcoating and playing pancakes and syrup with myself, do you really think I'm gonna play that with somebody else? Yeah, I had to look in the mirror and say that I'm the problem. Like a lot of the stuff I was doing, a lot of the information I was giving my children, a lot of the ways I was raising them weren't right. I had to regroup. I had to change myself and heal myself from within to be a better person towards them. And it's still an ongoing process. See, we don't want to do that. We don't want to sit down and get to the nitty gritty. We want to say, "Oh, it's Mother's Day," and "Oh, I'm mother. You disrespecting me." You can't tell some of us nothing that we do wrong. or we tell the kids or whatever, or the children, oh, you disrespecting me, get out of my house. And that's that demon. That's that religious demon. That's that religious demon. I mean, ain't nobody never right. Ain't nobody above correction. And see, I'm gonna tell you like this, and like I just recently told somebody, I said, in this energy right here, abuse of power is being washed away. No, I don't want that right now. Remind me later. Abuse of power is being destroyed and torn down, and that's what the chaos is about. It's destroying these structures, these power sources and structures that's been taking advantage of these spiritual vampires, draining people energies for their own personal gain. This small group of people. So these structures are being destroyed, and you may not think that you fall into that category, but if you're in connection with that type of energy where you are abusing power and nobody can't tell you nothing, and oh, I'm the mother and this and that, and you respect me, and can't nobody tell you the truth, you gonna be right with them. You right in the category with them. You right in the You don't might not realize it. You might think I'm sitting here don't know what I'm talking about. But if you abusing power, you abusing you the woman or whatever, you supposed to be balanced with the masculine and feminine energies. Okay. You supposed to be able to be told that you're wrong. You supposed to have a loving spirit, not a wicked self-righteous religious demon spirit where can't nobody tell you nothing. You starting a lot of chaos and you starting a lot of mess. You got your little picks and partiality. You one way when you go to the church or whatever now, and then you come home, it's another thing. So you gonna fall right in the same category with those power structures that's been abusing power. I don't give a damn what color you is, because everybody, they want to sit there and talk all that queen and goddess shit. Everybody ain't no queen. Everybody ain't no goddess. Okay. Some motherfuckers like somebody said peasant. That's what Sister Myra said it. I'm gonna give her credit. Sister Myra. Everybody ain't royal just cause they black or cause they melanated and all this and indigenous and all that and African. Everybody ain't royal. They peasants. They show ain't, and they ain't not nothing. And some of them ain't gonna. They when they came here, they chose to be nothing. Peasants, okay? Everybody ain't royal. Everybody ain't on no royal bloodline. Yeah, just cause you a certain color, no. So you can sit there and play these games and think that you got some kind of you exempt from what's going on. The universe ain't got no favors. All the universe and the great mother, the father, the cosmic royal family, the son, the ancestors, they looking at who are the leaders that's going to be balanced in the Maya's energy. Who is going to be balanced, not abusing power and stuff. Okay, because it's the blood is on it. The blood don't overflow for that. It's over for that. So you can be looking like me, or you can be looking like whoever else you think that you whatever. And if you in the wrong energy and you abusing power, and you think you can sit here and tell people that they this and that and other and do your wickedness and be a religious demon just because you a woman and you want to use it as an excuse and age, you a elder. Well, age ain't nothing but a number. You can be an elder, but if you full of shit, you full of shit. Okay? It don't fucking matter. That's why these young people ain't got no respect for a lot of the elders and stuff like that. That's why it ain't right how a lot of these young people are, but a lot of us created these monsters. We created them to be the way that they are. And now we want to throw them in the trash can and talk about, look, oh God, what, they going to jail, they gonna die. Them kids don't give a fuck about none of that because they feel like don't nobody give a damn really care about them anyway. And the ones that you think that you giving all this money to and buying them cars and all, you can buy people whatever you want. They don't feel the love and the shit ain't real. These children they know this mess is a bunch of hog. It didn't even work for our parents. It didn't even work for our all that stuff. Now is the full circle. Now it's time. This is time now. This is a good time to be alive. This is what we've been waiting for. Even today. This energy lining up, all these solar flares going on, all this amazing stuff happening with these planets. We don't went through the being a sacrifice. We don't went through the many lifetimes of trial and tribulation of waking up and trying to figure out who. I know I was asleep till I was about shit not long ago. You're not even an adult till you 30 years old. So all this mess about when you 18, you an adult, that's a lie. You're not even really if you really would think about it, if you read the Bible, you know they crucified Jesus at 33. So you ain't even really grown to about then. So you know what I'm saying? We out here just sleepwalking. Like it's a blessing that we make it to be awake, like to over 30, because a lot of times they get you before you wake up. They get you before you wake up and drain your energy and the vampire spiritual and so cause they know they got the knowledge. They know. They already know the truth. So it's real out here. But skin color don't matter. It's about the energy and the spiritual thing. It do, but it don't. Skin color never really matter. That man made it matter. Skin color don't matter. Spirit see your energy. Spirit see your soul. The divine mother, the great mother, the father, the son, they see. They your aura, honey. Your aura. What are your intentions? You ain't gonna make it out here if your heart ain't right and your intentions ain't right and you don't weigh up light as your heart don't weigh light as a feather. And on top of that, when uh you don't have unconditional love. I mean, you can get angry. You ain't gotta be no pushover, but you gotta have compassion and love for people. You can't be just mean and bitter and with. Yeah, we all done went through some mess. We all done been through some shit. We all done been through it, but you gonna be held accountable for what you say out of your mouth. Like I don't, I don't really care who see this or who don't. I'm putting it out in the universe, and I'm not trying to be on nothing like nothing personal or nothing like that. But you can get up here and you can have all the followers you want, but if you not balanced out like that, like none of these people belong to us. Like me, I basically know who my twin flame is, soulmate, and all that. It don't mean it don't be with. It don't mean it don't meant to be with them in this lifetime. If I am, all well and good. That don't mean I got to be miserable. That don't mean that doesn't mean I don't have to be happy in that. I don't have to be miserable. I'm never miserable. I'm majority of the time I'm enjoying myself and I'm happy. You can have fun, you can live life. It's people that you can be around. Just because sometimes it's not meant for you to be with your twin flame in this lifetime, or they might not even be on this earth because they might not be, they might be in prison, they might be on drugs, they might be the same sex, and you ain't into that lifestyle. So it ain't always good. Karmics ain't like my sister connecting with guys was saying. I'm giving her credit. Uh it's not always a bad thing to be with a Corman. Now, I used to think that it's what is it, connecting with guys. It's not a bad thing to be with a Corman because sometimes you can't get if you was with your twin flame and all that, and y'all was up there laying up spooning all the time, you would never get nothing done because you'd be so much into that Romeo Juliet and love, you wouldn't get things done. And it makes sense what she said. How a lot of the people are mashed up. What is it? Connecting guys and goes by. And I don't know. Yeah, she's real good. She's up here on YouTube. She's a what is it? She's like a high priestess. But I post her to my fan page anyway on Facebook. I post a lot of stuff, but you can look her up connecting with guys on Dula on Adulala. She's like a what is it? Risha priest, high priest. Anyway, yeah, like you can be. I didn't even know that you can be happy with a karmic or whatever. You don't got to be with your twin flame. Sometimes, like I said, them people not even you can't be with them. That your twin flame might be a kid just being born, or it might be getting on up out there. It might be 100 years old. So you got to take and create. You are a co-creator. You got to create what you want. You got to make it. You got to create your heaven on earth. Once I stop playing Victim Olympics, like my boy say, what is it, Anton Daniels and Lapeef Network. Once I start playing Victim Olympics and stuff and took accountability for my stuff, my life totally changed. Even facing the fears and the unknown, like grateful to the unknown. Because you gotta go into the unknown. That's where it's at. You can't just stay in your ego. Your ego wants you to stay in your comfort zone. Stay in the same place. Don't ever branch out and do nothing different. Step out. You gotta step out into the unknown to expand. And you can't be around the same people all your life. Strangers got your blessings. You can't be around the same people. Yeah. Um, what else? Yeah, when I faced a lot of my fears and stuff, I was released from these karmic debts and whatever I had going, those insecurities I ascended in. And the spirit said, you pass these tests. You don't gotta go through this no more. You know, a lot of times we create our own hell on earth. And it's sad that a lot of times we got all these setbacks and all this stuff about why we can't do this and that. And a lot of times it's us, it's other people, they doing it. But we creating a prison and a jail cell for our own selves and living in hell and creating a hell, creating our hell on earth. Yes. Yes. Um, that's all. It's not, I didn't even stay here that long. I think I've said all I needed to say. I might come back up here. I won't be gone for 11 days. I was just trying to get my equipment. It hadn't came in yet. I was just trying to be on my upgrade, but I'm using what I got, but I'm upgrading too. But it's just things are not really being delayed. Everything's just happening so fast, and I have to balance. I'm learning to balance things out. Balance out. You got to be balanced with the polarities. You got to be balanced with the yin and the yang. And you got to connect with your twin flame and your soulmate within. You love on yourself. Buy yourself flowers, rub your own feet, go get your own, treat yourself, take yourself out on a date. I told this lady recently, she's like, I wish somebody would buy me some flowers. I said, girl, you better buy your own flowers. Once you start buying your own flowers, then somebody will start buying you some. You gotta know that you are royal. You gotta know that you are valuable before somebody else gonna start valuing you. You gotta value yourself and know that you know and know that you know that I am that I am. Well, y'all have a wonderful Tuesday. This is the Aries day, but this is also, like I said, the conjunction of Jupiter and Neptune in Pisces. This hadn't happened in 160 some years. It's a day of manifesting your dream. This is a very powerful day because you got we. This is very powerful because this is Tuesday, which is the Aries day. Then we in the Aries energy, and then this is the Jupiter and Neptune conjunction in Pisces, and your dreams coming along with expansion. So this is a very, very powerful day. I'm gonna be connecting with nature and meditating and just connecting with the divine, the supreme source, and just reading, reading my book because I got some time. I got a got a few hours, but then I got to do some crunch time. And then I try to balance everything out and fit everything in. I love y'all unconditionally. We all are healing and ascending together, breaking away the layers of the shadow self. We are the collective. We are, humanitarianism is what the energy we need to be in. Washing away the old stuff, the Piscean energy, the lies, the illusion, and embracing, what is the new knowledge. But actually, it's not even new. It's just knowledge that's been hid, ancient knowledge. It ain't really new stuff. It's not new. It's just stuff that they cleared away during the dark ages, and so that they could have control over the masses and stuff like that via religion or whatever and politics or whatever. But everybody, y'all have a wonderful Tuesday, and gratitude to Aries and to Jupiter and all the planets and Neptune. It's amazing. Like, I mean, I've been doing a lot of work. The wind is talking. I've been doing a lot of work, and I'm really seeing the manifestations of it. I'm grateful for the people that have guided me, the spiritual teachers and stuff, and the ancestors of the spiritual world. I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for everything. I'm just so grateful. And I have to, and I got to keep on moving. I got to keep it moving. I can't sit still and be stagnant because when you see stagnation, it's something wrong with that. That ain't how the universe. That ain't how spirit works. That's not the universe. So everybody, y'all stay keep ascending and staying high vibrations. Keep putting out them right attentions and trying to have unconditional love and compassion, balance, wholeness, oneness. Focus on humanitarianism, us ascending and shifting together. I'll see y'all later. This is Moon Goddess 777 checking out. Like, subscribe, and share.